Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Redcoin the Nintendo podcast. It is Tuesday the 18th of August and with me today I have Aaron.
Hi Adam.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great, doing well. Gonna talk some Nintendo stuff. We've got Cameron as well.
Adam, how you doing?
I'm really good.
That's good to hear.
Happy to be back recording.
Yeah, how's your foot going?
My foot's fine.
That's good to hear.
How's your foot?
Yeah, my foot's alright.
Okay, good.
Should there be
I think
something
everyone's
wrong
feet are fine.
Yeah.
with, should there be something wrong with my foot?
No,
well,
nothing's ever happened to my foot. Unless you're talking about my legs after the gym last week, but anyway.
You went to the gym?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
That's for
Dog legs,
another topic
bro.
for another day. Gym, speaking of the gym, no. Chris, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I went last night. There you go.
Oh, good. There you go. Yes.
Yeah, I'm actually missing out on a session tonight, so
yeah.
Well, that's
if you
good.
guys could hurry up, I'll get out.
Clearly being lazy is paying off for you.
Yeah.
Wait.
We'll get into this sweet episode, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about. Bit of a slower news week, but there's still some news and some topics that I think we've all come to the table with. So let's start. Let's start with what have you guys been playing since we've last spoken? What's been really sticking out at you? I'll start with you, Chris.
Yeah, so I've been playing a bit of Splatoon of the new update.
You?
We talk about this literally every episode.
We've
but
got
because
to
there's all new
give you a
content.
weekly
It's-
Splatoon update. Yeah.
How have you gone with leveling?
I'm about
Yes,
25, yeah.
okay, so
I
hang
really...
For the listeners, so what was in this update? Because this was a big
so...
one.
We
yeah.
spoke about it a bit last episode.
Yeah. Now it's actually out and we've got to play it and use it. I'm loving all the new gear. That's the thing that I'm most excited about.
New
I'm
gear.
really big on that. And the
level 50 cap. And there was another update after that, a new rated battle as well.
Yeah,
It's
Rainmaker.
called Rainmaker. It's pretty crazy.
Look at it rain!
Yeah, did you actually get to play any of them yet?
No, I haven't yet, no.
So no one else has played it except
No.
me. So basically, like, you start off and there's this thing in the middle, and you need to go burst the bubble just like in single player mode. You pick up this weapon called the Rainmaker. It's sort of like an Inkzooka. So basically, you go around, you charge it, and it does this big attack, and it clears a pathway. When you have that weapon, you can't super jump. You can still go into squid form and stuff. You just can't super jump. And when you shoot the weapon fully charged, it pushes you back a bit. Basically, the aim of the game is to get to the center, get that weapon, and take that to the enemy's
So it's
start
literally
point.
capture the
It's
flag.
capture the
Yeah.
flag, but the flag is a weapon.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. I played about 6 games, won 4 of them. It's the same old thing with Rated. They all have very similar themes, but all play very differently. This one just isn't as aggressive. It's very hard to describe, but yeah, it's more survival than actually trying to kill someone. So
That might seem like more to my kind of play style, because I know that whenever I play an FPS, I tend to go for capture the flag kinds of games because I'm not, the most precise shooter.
Yeah, I think it's more team work.
Yeah.
I actually prefer the whole idea of coverage rather than some of the formats they have in the rated battles. I like the free online multiplayer stuff more. So.
Yeah. It's actually really interesting to see how Turf War's changed since Cam and I had a conversation off mic about this a few days ago, and it's just like, from when the game launched and to now, Turf War is completely different.
Yeah.
A lot bigger focus on killing and less focus on...
It wasn't until a good solid week or so after rated battles were a thing that you notice people actively hunting, because before it was all about paint coverage. Oh, there's someone, I happen to splat him.
Yeah,
But
now
yeah,
it's
it's
a lot
very-
more aggressive now.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than playing Splatoon, I've been playing Yoshi's Woolly World,
Yeah.
trying to get through that game because I stalled a bit. I'm just trying to go through all the levels, and I was streaming a few nights ago, which was kind of cool. And then just
Nice.
Mario 64.
Mario 64, everyone's
Still
favourite.
practicing your
My favourite of all time.
Yeah.
speedrun stuff.
Yeah, still doing some 16-star runs when I get the chance. So yeah.
You gonna
Nice.
try any other runs with that? Or you just keep
Yeah,
on
well,
16 for now?
honestly, there's 70-star and there's also 120-star, which are probably the main two popular ones.
And 80%.
Yeah, and 80%.
Yeah.
But a lot of them require a lot more time invested into it. And I
Yeah.
tried 70-star for a bit, and it's just too much for me
Yeah, so
to
it's a lot
handle it
more
right
levels.
now. Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
70 stars. So.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask either of you guys that have been playing with the new guns. It's been my sort of. I haven't been able to start a game with the new guns, but I've been hearing some things from some friends that the slosher is quite overpowered.
Oh, yeah, it's
Is-
quite powerful.
yeah.
That's
Do you-
the paint bucket.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bucket.
It's again, it's not overpowered. It's just different and new, and the way it works, I feel like
It's powerful, though.
yeah,
It's
definitely powerful. I mean, all weapons are powerful in one way or
Mhm.
another. It's just like the roller when the game first came in. Everyone's like, "Oh, roller was way overpowered," but now people know how to defend against it. I actually don't have too much trouble against buckets. I call them buckets. I know they're not called that, but it's what it is.
Yep.
Obviously, ranged is you can defeat it with range pretty easily. But yeah, no, it's you see it quite a lot on online play. It's good for coverage. You see people just spamming it. I tried it for a little bit, but it's just a very weird play style because you're spamming the button rather than just holding it down, and you're not constantly aiming because it just throws in front of you basically. But it's very weird. I didn't get to play it for too much.
Did anyone see about the alleged Splatoon leak or data mine?
No.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so I haven't really done too much research into it, but
you heard it here, folks.
yeah, well, yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's still alleged and like a rumor and everything, but apparently, people data mined the new update and found that Octolings were playable.
Wow.
So you can maybe play
as
as
at
an
least
Octoling,
a costume,
or maybe even a costume. A bunch of new guns.
new splat.
So there's still more
buckets.
guns coming. Are there any more maps coming?
Possibly, but I don't know if that was in the.
I'm pretty sure there was one, at least one that they had shown. But no, I think we're still going to get heaps of maps in the future, especially the way they only have 2 or 3 running at a time. I think it opens a door, and I would like to see a big rotation as well. But I definitely think more maps.
Because that reminded me when we were talking about the slosher. There was a new slosher that they apparently found in the game, which was like 3 chambers in the bucket rather than just 1 bucket.
Ooh.
So it was like a tri-chambered bucket or something. And then different versions of the Splatling, like Gatling gun and that sort of thing.
Sure,
so it's stay tuned, I guess.
But it's funny you should say that because we do see this a lot with some of these Nintendo games that have this idea of unlocking content gradually.
Yeah.
With the free content rather.
Yeah.
And you know we've seen data mines with Smash Bros before that have spoiled sort of information and have that
Roy
information be correct. Yeah. So with Roy and Ryu, of course, can. So I think it's pretty close to being on the money. I don't see any reason why these rumors wouldn't line up with what.
Yeah, and it sounds believable in a way. So,
well, I'd love to talk for an hour about Splatoon.
Yeah, me too. What have you been playing?
Get caught in the Splatoon. So I have been playing.
We played Smash before.
Hey,
we played Smash.
Yeah, I've been playing Smash more than anything. Had a few friends coming over other than you guys. I know it's weird. I got other friends.
You have other friends.
And I've just been playing Smash, and that also I've been playing.
Did you fare better against those friends?
I won a match as well.
Adam's feeling a bit boastful right now, guys.
He won a match.
He's had a couple wins.
I feel really good.
No, I've been playing mobile games a lot. I always play a lot of mobile games.
Of course.
How's Fallout Shelter going?
I abandoned it long ago.
So
everyone did.
I play Tetris a lot on my phone. I've got a ridiculously high score.
Casual.
It's funny that you should mention Tetris as a game because I really remember it as in sort of a Nintendo property, right? Like you think about it, like it was on Game Boy, it was on the NES. That's what I really think of it as akin to.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Just on that topic, I had this little. It was like 201 in 1 or something. It was basically a Game
that's
Boy,
where I remember
and it was
from as well,
all these pixel games where it was just squares. You had like this racing game where you just basically move left and right. There was that one, a couple of other ones, but that's where I started playing it. But I've just got the I think. Is it EA Games? I think it might be EA Games on my phone one. It's got Origin,
it is
so it's
EA because I own it as well.
But I play that a lot, and I re-downloaded it. I bought it ages ago because I used to play for a friend at work. Balloons, the tower defense game. It's by Ninja Kiwi, who I'll give them a shout out because I've been playing the games for so long. Like they are Flash game makers.
Do you know if they're a New Zealand studio?
I would assume so. They have this game series called Balloons, where basically you're this monkey and you throw darts and you have to hit balloons, and then you get different types of balloons, and there's different things you have to clear. So some levels will be made of rubber, so they bounce off, and then you got to do what you need to do. Use different types to navigate through that, and then they brought out these Balloons defense games, which are your basic typical tower defense games,
right?
And they just incorporate the characters from that. So,
and what kind of art style is it? Is it similar like other tower defense? Like the tower defense game I always go to is Plant vs Zombies. Is it similar
it's
to that,
not.
Or?
That's more like, how would you describe it? That's like looks more hand drawn. This one is more traditional, sort of. Just think of a game on the phone and what you would assume the graphics to look like. That's what it looks like.
So I assume it to look like Angry Birds and Cut the Ropes. So.
It's Angry Birds, basically. That's it. No, Angry Birds is similar. design, I would guess. But yeah, no, that's really fun. I picked that up again. It's very addictive because it's you have your standard game mode where you have to pass a certain amount of waves, and after that you can play sandbox mode where it basically just keeps going until you die.
Right.
And there's just so many different types of monkeys, and they all have upgrades, and then they split into 2 pathways, and it's very in depth for such a simple game. And yeah, I'm a really big fan of games where you upgrade your weapons and stuff. So I just keep playing that over and over.
It's interesting that you should talk about, tower defense as a genre on mobile, because I kind of want to bring this back to, because we know that Nintendo are developing for mobile platforms. So I want to bring this to you. Do you think we could see them try and tackle the tower defense genre on mobile?
I would love anything Nintendo to be a tower defense game. I would play it. Doesn't matter how good or bad it is, I would play it. Because tower defense games are so easy to pick up, and they're quite fun, even though it is very
accessible.
Yeah, sure.
I think it'd be great because you would just have different. Mario would be your standard one. He just shoots.
Well, my understanding is there's already a tower defense game called Dylan's Rolling Western on 3DS. So that was the...
Oh, yeah, Dylan's Rolling Western.
Yeah, so it was a downloadable title, and my understanding is that it was something that, that was invocative of that genre. So we could see them try and tackle it, because Dylan's Rolling Western, not only the most hardcore
Not
Nintendo
massively
fans,
popular,
not massively
I think he was
popular.
in
we
Smash
finally
as
got a shoot.
trophy.
He was.
It took us this long to get a shooting, and let's finally get a tower defense game, a good one. So
Yeah, definitely.
What have you been playing, Aaron?
I don't want to talk about it, Chris.
What?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, sounds
Guys.
like something bad's happened.
Guys, I've had a bit of a... I've had a bit of a problem over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, I know what's happened, yeah.
It's I must admit, it's part and parcel with my laziness, part and parcel to Nintendo not letting me be lazy.
Yes.
I've recently moved house, and I've left my housemates, our old communal Wii, and I've moved to new house, Wii U, and I've moved to a new house where a new housemate has a new Wii. And I brought all my and
there's no problem with the name.
I brought all my games. I'm like, this is gonna be cool.
You definitely have to specify for the people at home.
And I brought all my games. I went to sit down. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna sit down. Finally get internet back. I'm gonna sit down and play Splatoon. Then I realized, God damn it, I have to do a data transfer.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo do not have cloud storage. Guys.
Yes.
This is an old issue.
Yes.
And
But it's something that pops up continually, because there's people who move...
It's never been an issue for me before, in fairness.
So were you on the phone to Nintendo support, trying to get some stuff sorted?
Reggie was on the phone on the other end.
Reggie himself.
Calling Australia said, I want to talk to Reggie now.
Put me through to Reggie.
Yeah.
So it's really your fault for not actually owning a Wii U, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's a part of it, yes.
So that's the end of the conversation.
So what did they say to you? Did you actually speak to
No,
support?
what were they going to say?
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. They're not going to set up a cloud. Just
that's what back in our E3 predictions, I predicted a cloud storage thing, which obviously didn't happen.
It was spoken about in 2013 as well.
Yeah.
It's been spoken about for a long time.
Well, we're still waiting for the fruits of Nintendo's partnership with, DeNA in Japan, and I think that can ultimately maybe lead to something with cloud storage, or maybe they've just given up and just been like, well, let's put it in NX, which I think is more probable at this point in time, because they're like, well, cloud storage is important, but no use retrofitting it into an old console.
I know doing a data transfer isn't hard. It's just about actually getting around and doing it instead of being able to just log onto a console and, there we go.
Well, we spoke about the online private matches for ages, hoping it would come in. It's just funny to me that as soon as it's come in, we've not played a single match. Me and you, Chris, have played a couple of one-on-ones, but it's just not the same as 2-on-2 or 4-on-4, which I really want to try.
Yeah, we should definitely
so we should definitely try and queue that up in the next few weeks. What I was going to say is, so with the data transfer, is it a matter of, are you able to take your profile and still have your friend's profile be on the system as well? Or
as far as I know, yes.
Like, how does it work on PlayStation and then
PlayStation? I can just log into
PS
other
Plus and stuff,
consoles. Like Nintendo's, again, same with voice chat.
But that's only if you have a PS Plus membership. So you still, there is a pay.
Most people do that.
The Nintendo just has the SD. If you took the SD card out and put it in your new one,
correct.
So if an easy way to do it rather than a transfer is just buy another SD card.
SD
give it
card,
to
which
them.
I need to do, but it's a matter of...
Yeah.
I know they're like $15 as well here
Yeah.
in Australia for anyone that actually listens overseas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still a matter of going to the shop, spending that $15 or so
Yeah.
for an SD card that I'm going to use like once, do a data transfer, and then
I've got so many SD cards, man. If
That's
I find one, I'll
You
just
don't,
borrow
you
one.
don't even need to do a transfer. You just put the SD card in and it reads the information. Like, that's what it stores it on. That's the hard
just
drive.
automatically.
Yeah, that's what it stores its information on. So you won't
It seems like it's more work than this Sony boy is. Fanboy
Yeah,
is
Well,
used to.
no, that's the other
Pretty
thing too.
much.
Like, I literally set up both consoles, and because my Sony let me log in straight away, I ended up playing Destiny instead of Splatoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because,
So
hey, one
speaking
was...
of, did you get to buy the Gjallarhorn on the weekend?
I did.
For all
I got
the
3
Destiny
of
players?
them.
Oh, I did not.
Sorry, I know we're
I
going
did
on
not
topic.
have
It's all right.
Don't want to get off topic too much, but yeah.
Other than
Yeah.
Destiny though, because obviously that's been my primary game lately.
Mhm.
What else? I'm coming around playing Smash Bros with Cam. I've been Adam.
Yes.
Something I want to talk to you about.
Yes,
I'm hearing more and more about people people telling me to get to Hearthstone.
of course. Well, I would recommend it 100%, and now's never been a better time to do it because there's a new expansion coming out.
Another
And
one.
so, as there's a new expansion coming out, everything gets reset and it's all a level playing field.
I just went to
Kinda.
log into mine on my phone. Breaking news: we'll be performing scheduled maintenance.
So I
Awesome.
think
Awesome.
that scheduled maintenance means
The
that
update.
it's going to be updated intimately. So we should be having the new.
So I'm
thing
thinking.
soon.
I think I'll take up the sword soon, and we can have some.
It's essentially
battles
the only game I play on mobile. I know, Cam, you say that you play
I
quite a
haven't
few
played
games.
it in a while.
Yeah.
Hearthstone. I mean, looking at my games. Whoops, sorry, I've opened the wrong things. On my phone right now, so I've got like 12 games that I play fairly regularly.
And how many of those games are you comfortable with talking about?
I'll talk about it all. Whereas, so I usually
don't
have
really
a-
need to
Can,
go
can we
through
cut him
every
off
one.
here? He can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
on for
No,
too
no,
long.
I'll just
Yeah.
talk about something really quickly because I usually, the way I have my games is I'll have the ones I play most common.
Right.
I haven't actually done that yet. And what I also do is I get the game app of the week. If you don't know about it, get on that. Every week there's a free app that's usually a paid app, and it's called App of the Week.
Is this on the App Store or is it on the Android
App
store as
Store.
well?
I don't know about Android, but on App Store if you have an iPhone, you go
I think
to
I'm the only one with an
Yeah.
Android.
you go to
I think you are,
featured,
yeah.
and then you just scroll down and it's got App of the Week. This one is Time Surfer, which is pretty fun. Where basically like it's a
I played that one.
yeah,
It's a runner.
It's
Yeah.
a runner, and basically you
Very
press
tricky.
down a button to dive, and then you press the other button to go back in time if you're about to die, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so
Prince of Persia style.
yeah, basically.
So, do we want to get into... Oh, do you want to talk about what you've been playing?
Yeah, well, what I've been playing quickly, yes, so I was unsuccessful with my Destiny runs on the weekend. Did not get enough strange coins together in time to buy even one Gjallarhorn, and I'm very angry at myself
I
for
literally have
spending
no
my
idea.
strange
Yeah,
coins.
yeah.
Gjallarhorn-
For the people at home, the
I know.
Gjallarhorn is the best gun in the game.
It's not it's disputable,
It is-
but it's definitely
it's-
up there.
It's the best gun
It's
in
a,
the
it's,
game,
a, it's a
Aaron.
wolf-like rocket launcher that kills everything. It's pretty cool.
It is love, it is life, it is everything in between for any Destiny player, and I was unable to secure one. It's
and
about
a
to
bit,
get
and a bit of
nerfed.
backstory. Me and Adam,
yeah.
the guild we're actually part of is called the Order of the Gjallarhorn, which made it really awkward because none of us had Gjallarhorns for a long time. You're all
That is
part of the
awkward.
Order.
It is
But
awkward.
now I can kind of claim that name, but Adam can't. So
Anyway, what
Well, you
Nintendo
still
stuff
can't
are you
trade.
playing?
What Nintendo stuff?
we've spoken about a lot of non-Nintendo stuff
Sure.
today.
Well, just briefly, I'll touch on some of the Nintendo stuff. I've been playing some more Smash Bros. Some more Yoshi. Really enjoying it. Haven't been able to get into the new Splatoon just yet. And I'm just gearing up at the moment. Really excited for next month being Super Mario Maker.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
looking at some videos on that, so I think I really want to touch on some of that news before we go any further.
Yeah, go for it. Just jump straight into it.
Sure. So, the main thing is, so Nintendo's come out with a video, which again just shows some of the awesomeness and actually more of the editing and how it works.
Yeah, so it's sound effects, right? It's
Yeah.
like custom sound effects, custom...
Well, firstly, it's the fact that just through the control method being touch on a gamepad, you can sort of jiggle an item or an enemy to make it different, which I think is going to be really intuitive and ingenious to use. And then you can combine items to essentially make, if you want to make a super large Koopa, you can also just do
Dump
that
a mushroom
by just
on it,
chucking a mushroom on it. So, But the main thing that's come out...
It sounds like it's going to be those games where, like, so much is possible. Like, if you can think it, it's doable.
Yeah. And as someone that's not very creative, I do see myself being more of a consumer. And it got me really excited when they were talking about some of the actual consumption and how that works. So what you can do is you can do what's called the 100 Life Challenge, where you'll be given 100 lives to complete a set of levels. And it can be different every time, and it's based on
huge
downloadable things. So this is essentially what I foresee could be like an endless Mario game, essentially.
I hadn't really thought about it, but I wonder how much of a standard Mario game will be in it, because obviously it's all about creation.
It's 100 levels.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see. I wonder if as well, if like, is there going to be secret stars and stuff? Like, is every level going to have 3 coins that you need to collect?
Yeah. Well, I imagine that. Of the Mario U build, that would be the case.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
Well, they really are.
Do you guys think you're going to be creators or just players? And if you're creators, do you guys going to go like the evil creation route or just the fun route, maybe? What do you guys think?
I like playing Mario probably more than I think I will like making Mario. That being said, I can foresee me being quite equal between the two. And I think I'm just going to try different levels. I'll make a fun level, I'll make like a combo level, I'll make a really hard level, I'll make a troll level with, just hidden blocks everywhere.
Yeah.
But you like playing Minecraft, so you can appreciate both sides as well. Yeah.
It does have a bit of a Minecraft vibe.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. How about you, Aaron?
I'm going to go with third option.
Okay.
Right.
I did not give you that, but
I'm going to take
your own
third option is there? It's either make or play.
No, there's viewing. I enjoy watching the finals so much. I think I'll honestly enjoying people do streams and recordings of on YouTube and doing things like speed runs and watching other people do it instead of stressing out. Oh God, like how am I going to get past this next bit? I'll just watch someone else do it and see how fast they can do it.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. Like potentially, what I might do with my streaming is like stream a level for the first time and play it for the first time. That's something cool
and show people the thought processes and talk them through it, kind of thing.
No, I mean play someone else's level that I've never seen before and try and get it through. Yeah,
that's true. Well, I think from my sort of perspective, as someone who is getting really fatigued on Mario, 2D Mario, can I just say Super Mario 3D World, best Mario game for a while there. But as someone who's getting very fatigued on the 2D Mario concept and still hasn't finished some of them, like I haven't finished Mario Bros. U and that kind of thing. I was looking forward to this because I think it's going to really revitalize the genre, and I think I will see myself playing more of these levels.
I agree,
and viewing some of the crazy ones. But when it comes to creation, I'm not going to be creating something that's going to be that devilishly hard, because obviously you guys know that you have to pass the level for it to actually be uploaded.
Yeah, definitely.
So that ultimately means your limit in terms of what you can create is your own skill level.
Which is fantastic.
Which I think is, a fantastic thing.
Well, that's the thing about Mario games is, again, well documented, I like to complete games. And so, like, with the old Mario, well, not the old ones, but the original ones on the Wii U now, I've played them and passed them all. The first one I passed 100%. Well, 99%. That has that thing where you talk to the person that makes you super and you can't die, like basically like an easy mode on your own.
Yeah.
And I spoke to him just because I was like, I'll see what this does because I've never used it before. And
you can't 100%.
And you can't 100% it. It takes away your ability.
Wait, what? Is this the Luigi expansion? Or
no, just the normal one.
Really?
I think the Luigi one does it as well, but it's in. So basically, I passed the game. And because
you can't undo it,
and because I talked to him once just to see what it did, I only have 4 stars because you can beat the game 100%.
That's for trying to cheat, Cam.
Well, I didn't try to cheat. I was just like, I wonder what this is because I was like, that's cool. I'll never use it, but okay. So
it's permanently
4-star. I cannot 5-star the game file. Which is alright because I bought the Luigi double pack anyway, and for some reason it doesn't read the game data of the single game. It treats this double pack as a separate entity and won't read the data from it. Right. So basically, I have a game that I have passed but have no current data of. So eventually, I probably never will, but I get around to playing it and beating it again.
Right. Yeah, look, it's interesting, the idea of the Super Guide and how it's sort of impacted these Nintendo games. And sort of the shame that I felt sometimes is when you do get mad and frustrated, by the time the Super Guide rolls around, though, I don't know, and this is the thing in me. It's like I don't want to be given the way to end the game or to end the level.
What's annoying as well, I'll be doing on Yoshi specifically. I'll be trying to find stuff, so I'm constantly killing myself if I think I've missed something.
Oh,
and then I go back, it's you're having some trouble. Swap over to easy mode. No, I'm doing something.
Yeah, exactly. It's that very much.
Yeah, I feel like it comes in a little too early.
Yeah. I think it's 5 deaths, and 5 deaths is hardly enough for someone who, for me, is very run and gun when it comes to running.
You're going to go straight for the 100 lives, aren't you?
Well, I'm probably not going to do well at 100
really
lives,
fun.
even with the 100 lives challenge. But yeah,
actually, that's something I never thought about with Mario Maker. Is there any chance of riding Yoshi?
Yoshi is in it.
Yeah, he's
Yoshi is in it.
I haven't seen anything on Yoshi, sorry.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything from every game is in it, and they've edited it to fit down. So you can have Baby Bowser from the first generation of it. And it's got a 8-bit sprite, which I'm really interested in seeing them because I'm a big Baby Bowser fan.
Didn't we hear something on the sprites recently, the amiibos?
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on this as well. So the trailer that Nintendo has come out with confirms at least 50 amiibo to start the game with, and that'll obviously work its way up to the 99 amiibo that are available as the resident amiibo expert. But what I also wanted to say is that it's also now come out that you do not need all the amiibo to unlock some of these masks or these different skins in the game.
Yeah, so you can unlock it over time or by completing certain things. Right?
Yeah,
because the skins, they're literally just skins, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like an aesthetic thing. It's not you don't run faster or Sonic or whatever.
So I think this is a really good option for people from Nintendo who wants to maybe show some of their other franchises, and for people who don't have the wherewithal or income to buy 50 amiibo like other people have. So I think I genuinely think it's a great idea, and I think that just more and more, literally a month away, cannot wait.
You're counting the days.
I really am counting down the days. It's either gonna it comes out September 11th.
It's just under 30 days.
Yeah, just under 30 days.
Never forget, man. Never
forget. And then doesn't Destiny. Well, I don't know when Destiny comes out.
King.
Yeah, when does Taken King come out? Because it's
Enough-
going to be
enough
one.
Destiny.
September for me will be Mario and Destiny month, so it's going to be 2 games fighting for my time there. So we'll see what happens with that.
I wish we had a game we could talk about that they don't play. But
I'm sure you just exclusively play Nintendo. No.
Yeah, basically.
I had a little bit of news I wanted to touch on briefly because I just wanted to get your reactions to it.
Yeah, sure. So then after this, we'll just jump into something a bit different, won't we?
Yes.
After this little piece of news.
Definitely, yeah. So this piece of news, just quickly, is for those who like Homebrew on Nintendo 3DS, so Homebrew...
homebrew beer or...
No.
I love a good homebrew
well,
beer.
a 3DS can't make you a beer.
Yeah.
But it's a good coaster.
NX.
NX, yeah. Hopefully with NX we can just have a drink dispenser. That's their real
change the game
changer. Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, I think so. But no, I for anyone who's interested in homebrew, and I've experimented a bit throughout sort of my use of Wii consoles and that kind of thing.
Sounds like an entry-level drug.
It's not. No, it's
what
not
is
an entry-level drug.
Yeah, because you're really confusing
what
me
homebrew
right now.
is basically homebrew is it's an application that's not a Nintendo endorsed one. So if you come up with an application, let's say for a calculator, right? That's a homebrew application. If you can get a calculator to run on a 3DS when it shouldn't, that's a homebrew application, right?
It was really big, and the Wii had a massive homebrew.
Yes.
Oh, I know about that. I didn't know it was called homebrew.
PSP as well was massive.
Yeah, and so the main use ideally is piracy, and so or to back up ROMs of games you already have as well.
Sure. Yeah, R4.
R4, yeah.
All those R4 flash cards, which I owned a copy of.
Yeah.
And so it's come out that you are now able to hack your 3DS for basically all versions, including the XL, which I own, through YouTube. And so rather than needing a copy of this game, so Homebrew did exist on 3DS, but you needed this game called Cubic Ninja, which wasn't a very good game or a very memorable game. But when it came out that you could use Homebrew with it, all these copies started selling out everywhere. EB Games, I think, had to even stop selling the game because of the associations with Homebrew and piracy. So yeah, I found it really interesting that
So random.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, like
That's video games in general, though.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you give any gamers an inch and they'll go a mile with
Oh,
it.
we just the data mining is
Yeah,
Splatoon. It's like,
exactly.
it's just-
certainly. So this kind of exploit would allow you to like run your 3DS region free, emulate other systems and homebrew applications. So this one doesn't actually allow for the piracy of Nintendo 3DS games, but you can like emulate other probably
Sure.
virtual console games.
Interesting.
So I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm probably gonna roll the dice, try it
You're
out,
gonna
and see
you're
what
gonna
I
give
think.
it a test run.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give it a test run.
I
And-
probably won't, but
Yeah.
that's probably just me.
I understand. I mean, it's not for
That's me,
everyone.
yeah.
You know, if you don't want to emulate other, other consoles on a 3DS.
Oh, it's not that I
there's
want. I
no
probably
reason.
just can't be bothered.
Well, that too.
Adam has very suspicious dealings with the black market. For those that don't know.
No, not even.
Him and
That's
piracy,
racist,
you know.
man.
No piracy. Well, Australians love to pirate. Just
Well,
We do.
Tell you
Yar!
what,
not us, of course, here at Red Corner.
No, not us.
We
Not
pirate
us,
our
of
own
course.
podcast.
Exactly right. So that's me done with news. So that's basically it.
What were you
Chris-
guys talking about that you want to do something different?
Yeah, well, I just thought we'd. It was a bit of a slow news week. I thought we'd just bring a topic to the table and we'd discuss it.
Certainly.
So I'm happy to go first. if you
Yeah,
want me to.
I think that's good.
right.
All
So-
right, let's go first.
I just wanted to talk about the future of Pokemon.
Yes.
And obviously we haven't seen one this year. We haven't seen one since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which was last year,
Mhm.
and we haven't even heard anything about it apart from a few leaks about the movie. I think it was.
Yes. It's funny you should say that because there's been a sort of blob of a Pokemon
yeah,
revealed,
the
but
green
it's-
blob.
but it's not been named. It's not. We don't even know if it's
Well,
a Pokemon.
I've heard rumours that it's somehow connected to Zygarde.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's in maybe like the soul of Zygarde, or like a baby version of it, or maybe something like that. But it's
Well, it
somehow
is
connected.
green, and it
Yeah.
does look like it could be, a spin-off of
Yeah.
Zygarde.
It's
So
about
That'd
the
be
only-
cool because we can see some backstory. Like we know a lot about the other two, the
yeah,
X and Y
Xerneas
ones.
and
the
Yveltal,
Yveltal.
and but we know nothing of Zygarde, and
Yeah.
no Z game
Yeah.
Yeah.
per se. No third game has been shown. So,
So do you guys want to see an X2, Y2, or Z come in the next year, or do you think this gap means something else? Like, I personally would love to see it be the new mobile game and it
Mhm.
tie into a Pokemon game somehow.
right?
I'd like to see a Z version maybe on mobile. That'd be cool.
I don't want to see. I think they're done with the special edition, so they're not going to do crystals. They're not going to do Z's.
Yellows.
Like, what does this gap mean? Like, what?
I think it's just them taking a break, which is great.
Which
they
is
needed
well
to do
deserved.
it for a while.
There's been a Pokemon, a mainline Pokemon title every year since 2010.
5 years, yeah.
Which is a long time. When I think of when I was, in my second or third year of university to now, and every year around this time of the year, guaranteed to play a Pokemon game,
Mhm.
I did feel fatigued some of
Yeah,
those years.
well, I've been fatigued. So,
Yeah.
I would love to see... I think Pokemon is a fantastic franchise to launch their mobile stuff with.
Mm.
Yeah.
And if that tied into, I know, heaven forbid, a Pokemon MMO, just throwing it out
We
there.
keep
Like,
throwing it out
won't.
there, but
It
is it
won't
going to happen?
happen.
It
Is
won't
that the
happen, but
question?
as an example,
Yes.
I think using the mobile stuff, I would like to see like a proper Nintendo app, not necessarily a game, but something that would tie into a different game. So similar to how they had the Dream Radar on the 3DS, I would like to see something like that on the phone that you can take to something else, whether that be on the Wii U or the 3DS or a later game to come out where you take a photo of something and then that Pokemon is created, like the AR cards, and then you use that in a different game. Or even something to do with the Pokemon cards. Since Hearthstone's so popular, I can totally see them bringing out TCG as an app.
Yeah, that's
So
They
there's
already
an
have a
online-
TCG app on
yeah,
iOS.
they do,
Is
and
it official?
it's-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's not very
That
good.
shows you.
It's
I,
very average.
I just thought of a cool idea though. Like, how we've got super training, EV training, breeding.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's migrate that stuff over to mobile. So
Yeah.
you can do that stuff on the go. You don't have to have your 3DS or whatever.
Isn't that
You should work
kind of
for
what the
Nintendo, Chris.
Poker Walker was getting at? Like,
Yeah,
if
that's
we
true.
cast our minds back to Gold and Silver, the remakes on DS, they came with these Poker Walkers that you could transfer a Pokemon to. It was a pedometer. You got bonuses that way.
Yeah, but migrating that over to mobile because that's such an easy platform now. Like, rather than having a thing
having an
sits on your
inbuilt thing that comes with it.
I guess
and
the
your
other
belt
thing
buckle.
I'm kind of
costs
thinking of
$10.
too is what does this mean for competitive play? Like, I think we've briefly spoken about this before. Does this change the format? Will we see exactly the same format next year?
It's just an extension of the format, I think, at this point. I think, okay, so here's my theory.
Yeah.
We all know that next year's will definitely be a big year. So they can't not have a year with a Pokemon game in it. Or 2 years running without a Pokemon game in it. And we know that the games first came out, in 1996. So it'll be the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Whether that means that we get either Red and Blue as sort of a first game coming back in a special edition on 3DS as a 3DS Pokemon Swan Song, I think we could see that. We're not going to see a game with multi-regions. It's just not going to happen. No. I think Gold and Silver was something that was different at the time. We've touched upon this when we talked about Iwata. And you look at Gold and Silver as this idea of going back, but you think that the second region didn't have that much meat to it, right? So Game Freak have realised that there's no point in making a game with 6 regions when we can make 6 games and have someone buy it every year, What I speculate will happen is I think you could see another re-release of Red and Blue. You're not going to see Diamond and Pearl get re-released anytime soon.
I don't think Red and Blue, though. I think it will be Yellow, if anything, which I think would be awesome because
I'd love to see Yellow.
Finally, a way to get them all. Because Red and Blue, they're not going to recreate, they're not going to remake a remake. I don't think, not at this point at least.
Yeah,
but doing Yellow is enough because you've got Soul Silver and onwards. Everything is available on DS except Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow. So I think redoing Yellow.
And especially because
20th anniversary and Pikachu app on your phone.
And Pikachu is the flagship Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yep.
So because they used to
have stood the test of time. The little rat has. Yeah.
Because they used to have. There was not quite a Tamagotchi, but it was a little Pikachu thing, and you would feed it and take care of it, and you can connect it to your Game Boy and stuff.
The reason I think I'd like to see more.
Sorry, you go ahead.
The reason I'd like to see more regarding X and Y and the whole Zygarde thing is because of the movie. I'd like to see them bring out. I don't think it's going to stop with the movie. I feel like they really want to keep continuing that story. So I feel like there may be an XY2.
I think just X, Y in general are in an odd position because we've got those 3 Pokemon that are still... Wait, I think Diance's revealed?
Diance's got a movie.
Diancie has its own movie.
So there's a couple that haven't been even released to download yet. Like Volcanion and...
No,
Hooper has.
So
Hooper's been given his movie.
Okay.
So Volcanion is the one that's
so there's that one, okay.
So we assume that the next movie will discuss Zygarde and Volcanion.
Right.
That's my assumption. Is that they do one movie with... I mean, none of us have seen it. When was the last Pokemon movie that you saw, guys?
As such a big Pokemon fan, I haven't watched one since maybe Pokemon 2000, which is the Lugia one.
Yeah, that's a good
watched
one.
the Diancie movie.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I watched the Zora one.
I just can't get into them. I don't know what it is.
I
just
half watched the Arceus one.
I watched them when I'm hungover.
I fully watched and enjoyed was the Latios one.
I watch them when I'm hungover and they take me to a special place.
I think I don't watch them because every time I watch the first movie, I just cry like a bitch.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, there's so many goofs in that movie as well.
Like
so many
Ekans
errors.
swimming in the ocean. Just going back to what you were talking about earlier, like the mystery Pokemon thing, let's just not be too concerned about it because the same thing happened with the picture of Furfrou. Everyone's like, holy crap, here's this new Pokemon, this new alpaca Pokemon, and it was just Furfrou. It's just like the boring, basic, normal type of the game. Like, you could give it cool.
But it was still, a Pokemon that
That's what I'm saying. But don't get excited. It probably is just like the like level 1 bug Pokemon.
I mean,
or something
we saw Peekaboo, didn't we?
Well, it was called Peekaboo at the time.
It was Metal.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I found so cool, right? That discovery, right? So, like, this is the difference now because when we were that age and the internet wasn't, as big as it is now, when the dissemination of information wasn't as...
my friend says Peekaboo's in the next movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. My friend's dad works at Nintendo.
My friend called you and he knows.
We all had that uncle.
We all had people around the schoolyard who had the inside scoop on what Nintendo was giving us. So
by the way, I just think that's so funny that everyone knows what that happened.
That's what happened. Yeah. But that doesn't happen now. So
what was the last schoolyard you were in?
I don't know. In fact, rumors happen on the internet, but it's still like calculated rumors.
Now it's on Reddit.
Like now it's all now it's all done online, and people. Well, because Pokemon's been around for so long, there's less mystery. We know what to expect. We know they follow these certain patterns. Yeah. They reveal certain Pokemon at certain times. Just like Marill, just like Snubbull, just like, Munchlax. In every sort of generation, there's always a Pokemon that gets revealed early. Do we think this is it?
I think this is a new generation,
No.
Togepi was introduced mid-first season.
Yeah.
It was in
the first episode.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't think it's 7th gen. Let's put it that way. Just end it right there. I don't think it's 7th gen.
I think, if anything, Yellow remake, otherwise some completely unrelated Pokemon app.
Okay, so I think Chris thinks Pokemon app, you think Pokemon app, and Yellow. I think Yellow remake. I'd
like to see a continuation of XYZ.
And you think a continuation of XYZ.
Boo.
Boring!
I think that would be so boring, but...
I'm just so burnt out.
Guys, all we want is a sequel to Pokemon Conquest, right? No.
I liked it.
I did like Pokemon.
It was too long,
Pokemon
but I liked
Snap,
it.
Bro.
Oh,
yes. Pokemon Snap for you needs
I
to
changed
happen.
my answer.
Really? Now?
It is Pokemon Snap on the phone, and you use your phone to take the pictures of the Pokemon.
What if you took photos of animals and it converted them to Pokemon?
No,
you
that's
should work
too
in
nebulous.
Just going to the zoo and just taking photos.
They like to downplay the resemblance to actual animals.
Yeah,
though.
you're right.
I'm
It's
saying
Take a photo of
now.
Aaron and morph him into Hypno.
I'm saying it right here, folks. Chris Messara for CEO of Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, too soon.
No, I disagree. He's not Japanese enough.
Well, so I think this.
Masato-san.
I think this has been a pretty good topic. I think we've all kind of put different things out there.
Well done, Chris.
What we want to, well done, Chris. Indeed. I think what I want to see. I'd love to see a Pokemon Wii U game or a Pokemon launch game for NX be announced. That would be really exciting. I'm really interested to see what happens with Pokken.
I think the only Pokemon game on Wii U is Pokemon Rumble.
No, there's isn't there like a Poker Park game? I don't know. I don't play those games.
Yeah, I don't know.
My understanding is that no, there isn't a Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon Rumble. I think Super Pokemon Rumble is.
I got it, and I wish I hadn't.
I think this has been a big episode of just telling Nintendo what we want.
Well, why shouldn't we? We're the fans. We know what's best. No.
Do we have any other topics?
Yeah.
I'll have my rant about cloud storage.
Oh yeah, Aaron did have his rant about cloud storage. What do you want to talk about, Adam?
I think at this point, my sort of topic would be
You have to think of it.
I have all these little topics, but we've covered them all.
I'm the same. I think.
I know we behind the scenes we were told to think about something ahead of time, but I totally just couldn't think of anything at all.
Oh wow, man! Well, when do you guys think the next Direct's going to be? Because I think there's one. It's like due.
I think
soon.
one just before the release of Mario Maker to discuss Mario Maker.
You think there won't be a general one?
No.
I don't even know what we're due for content for.
Well, they've got to be talking about something. Usually
at
there's
least
one around
talk
August.
about Iwata. I think
Do you reckon they'll? I don't think they'll even address it.
Announce a new
They
CEO.
have to address it. I think they should announce something structured.
I don't know if that's a direct. That's more of a press release.
Yeah.
It's more of a shareholders briefing,
Yeah,
to be honest.
really.
It's a.
Well, I mean,
Do you guys think the Directs are going to continue without him, or
I think they will. It's like he made them, but not. He didn't. Well, I mean, he did literally make them as well, but he gave them that spark. But I think they'll have to carry on because it's still a trademark. Well, not a trademark, but it's still a calling card of Nintendo.
It's important for them.
It's something that no one else really does, which holds them apart. So I think it'd be cool to see that. I'm sure there's heaps of DLC down the line that they'll talk about and updates with Fox and a couple of the other.
We're pretty full up on Kart, Splatoon. We're still.
I'd love to see a Zelda Direct.
I'm sure you would.
No, it's all about.
We're still away from the
the
Nintendo ballot, so I don't think we'll see anything from Smash Bros. Until
That's not till October.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, that closes in October. I don't think we're getting anything about that till next year.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've thought of a topic.
Okay.
Do we think well, we've talked a bit about Star Fox. We know it's coming out holiday this year. Do we think it's going to be on our radar? No pun intended. Do we actually think this will be a good game, or will it just miss the mark? I'm feeling like
I think it's just filling a void, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Zelda void. It literally is filling the void.
But is it filling it, or it's like it's a stopgap thing, really?
I'll buy it and I'll play it, and I think it'll be an acceptable game. I don't think it's going to be like amazing. It's not going to be like, oh my god, Star Fox. I almost said Firefox. Oh my god, Star Fox. But it'll be something that I could probably play consistently through. I've never actually played a Star Fox properly, so hopefully it's modern enough that it will hold my attention.
Haven't played it on 3DS?
No, because I finally got around to buying Kirby and played the first level, and it was really boring.
Rainbow? What, Triple Deluxe?
Rainbow.
Oh, Rainbow, yeah.
It's
Rainbow.
It had such possibilities, and they just didn't do anything with it. I mean, I haven't had a proper play of it since because I was just so turned off on the first gameplay. But I think Fox will be okay. I don't think it's going to be anything special. I don't think it's going to be terrible, but I think it's just going to be
Yeah.
Which I mean, Star Fox is one of those titles where I think people like it just because of its
nostalgic,
the nostalgia and its meme value, like the whole dual barrel roll thing. Like I think that has projected it up higher than it really.
You think it's overrated?
Basically, because honestly, before I met a few certain people, I'd never heard of it, and then I heard these people say, "Oh yeah, Star Fox," but they never really played it that often.
Okay, so Cam, I'm going to retort because I think in the Nintendo echelon though, it's very much not regarded as an A-tier franchise. Like, it's not a Mario, it's not a Zelda.
Yeah.
I
think it falls on the same line as probably Metroid.
No, I think Metroid's above it.
Really? Okay.
I do.
I think
while
Metroid's
Prime,
a B, Star Fox would be C.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I think
so the
while
Mario's,
I think
the Yoshi, Zelda's at A, then you've got the B. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I think while Metroid Prime, actually, you'd be interested to know this, apparently Donkey Kong on Wii U has outsold all the Metroid Primes combined.
Yeah, I know.
So Metroid Prime, while people are clamoring for this new Metroid, apparently doesn't sell. So when people were like, there was a petition coming out for Federation Force
to cancel it.
I was disgusted.
Which is
that.
like, there's no point in cancelling it because they're not going to come out with Metroid Prime because
no.
Federation.
It doesn't
Force
get you
is
anywhere.
It doesn't get.
That's a new thing to talk about. But.
Yeah, but I think Star Fox is this middle of the road game where Light Wars was very well regarded. I guess it did some cool things with Mode 7 on NES and SNES, but the GameCube outing wasn't very well regarded, and I don't know. I didn't play Star Fox Assault. Did you play Star Fox Assault?
Game Boy,
the
GameCube was Adventures.
Sorry, Adventures.
Yeah, I played a bit of it.
Assault? No.
It's a Zelda style dungeon sort of adventure game. So it's very different to a lot of the regular Star Fox
Well, it wasn't
games.
developed in house, was it? It was developed
sure
through a third developer, I think, a third party.
You can just do a quick research if you want.
I would just
I know that people who like Star Fox Adventures love it. And it's like the type of thing where it's not the same as the other games, so like a lot of people in the fan base like it. I'm torn on Star Fox Zero though, because on one hand it's Star Fox and it's Miyamoto. Miyamoto's making the game. He's got a hand in it.
That's
so
true.
Everything he touches turns to gold, almost except for Wii Music. And then the other hand, it's like Star Fox. I'm just like meh.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be one
It's
of
not
those
Zelda.
games that comes out.
I think you're really bitter about
I'm
that.
very bitter. Nah, I'm not bitter.
There were two GameCube games. There was Adventures and Assault on GameCube. So yeah, it's been a bit of a gap since Star Fox Command was a big one, but the one Star Fox Adventures was developed by Rare. So that's
Wow, okay.
I just don't get why they haven't released a Dungeons and Dragons game yet.
For Wii U?
For Wii U. The gamepad is the Dungeon Master.
Because Dungeons and Dragons are busy doing their own thing. That's why. I tell you right now, they don't see what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Got not enough of an install base.
No,
but I think Star Fox.
I wish you could make third part. I wish you could make
your own games.
Because someone would have made that by now, and I would be playing the hell out of it because that would be so good.
Wii U's going to be open source.
Oh, I wish.
NX is going to be open source.
That'd be awesome.
Look, the last Star Fox game I played, I really enjoyed.
I've never played one more than a few 5.
Well, you never played the DS one, Star Fox Command? I played that one and really enjoyed it. I remember the time because it had a fun sort of multiplayer mode, and it looked pretty cool. And that one was pretty well received.
I used
So-
Falco once in Smash Bros.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I bought a Star Fox amiibo. It doesn't count. But yeah, so I mean, Star Fox Zero, very tepid response here. I think we're all
very.
we're all excited for
We'll
Mario
wait for the
Maker
reviews.
and-
I'll probably
That's
wait.
it.
wait
I
for the
mean,
reviews.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot more popular in Japan. It's more than it is
Hard to
here.
say, man. Hard to
Yeah,
say.
it is hard to say.
But
But-
it's
For us, though, in terms of holiday titles, not discounting Mario Maker, it really is the only game to get excited about.
Yeah.
Because none of us are buying Animal Crossing.
well. Look,
no.
I'm more than happy for it to change my mind. I would
Yeah,
love for it
I
to be to
agree.
go. Oh wow, this is actually amazing.
Yeah.
Do I think that will happen?
It's been a big
But I would
year
like
of a few certain disappointments. I'm not going to name any in particular, but
Arkham Knight.
Zelda U.
Yeah, Zelda U's delay was a disappointment, and I've spoken about it before. But I'm more than happy for them to take their time with that thing.
I think
Like,
it's
that's going to be my baby.
I think it's in the long run a good thing. I think it just means a better
I
product.
think
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
all just waiting for that light in the tunnel that we kind of were hoping for at E3 as well. And
I just want to see something related to Zelda.
just give us something.
Give me something. It's
You're
been
not
a
going
year.
to, Chris. You're not.
It's been less than a year.
Well, it's funny.
It's
I mean,
coming out on NX.
I'm not a big
I've
Zelda
decided.
guy, so I'm not too worried about it. At the same time, I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because I've never played a Zelda game through.
Yeah.
And I keep trying. I keep trying to. I keep going back to Wind Waker. I'm just like, oh crap, I'm so lost. I have no idea what's going on now. But
Chris is dreaming of chasing chickens and smashing pots.
But how disappointed would Chris be that the first Zelda game he plays is the Zelda one on 3DS, and he plays it with Aaron and I, and it's my first Zelda
can't wait
experience.
for it. We're like,
Yeah.
we love Zelda, Chris. Come play. I hate you.
I'm just in the corner there, just
No, I like Ocarina.
All
I
right.
like Majora's Mask.
For the viewers at home, Chris is actually wearing a Majora's Mask t-shirt, so his love of Zelda isn't just for show on the podcast.
no.
We're
I've been
actually-
replaying with
Run
Majora's Mask.
straight.
So I didn't speak about that in this intro. Yeah, I've been
All right, we'll
replaying
speak
it.
about it now.
Yeah, I've been replaying
Majora's-
Majora's Mask.
Oh, cool.
What I've been
64?
No, 3DS.
3DS, yeah.
I found it. There's a few sequence breaks in the game where you can actually go and get the 3 transformation masks like right at the start, just by like sequence breaking using a few, not really glitches, just tricks.
And do you think are those tricks just in the 3DS version specifically as well?
No, they're in the 64. Not the same tricks,
Not
but
the same tricks, yeah.
one of the two are in the 64 version. But it's just fun getting to areas that the game doesn't want you to get to yet, and kind of breaking the game like that. It doesn't really change the playstyle too much.
No.
Just having those masks like early on is really kind of cool.
Well, my understanding was, because I remember playing that game briefly, like renting it out when I was like 9 years old, and regularly having the world end. It's like, what am I doing wrong in this game?
Yeah,
And, those
Yeah.
masks make all the difference, right?
the
Like, they
N64
really-
version is really kind of brutal in that way, where there isn't much guidance, and
Mm.
like, okay, yeah, 3 days is up, your game is over. But the 3DS version does a good job of actually showing you, okay, here's this little technique you can use, and here's this thing, and here's a bit of help. So, the 3DS version is a lot more accessible, I think.
Good stuff.
Well, on a side note, we've been discussing the business side of things, so you can look forward to some merchandise.
Every
coming
podcast
out.
will now be charged for.
Yeah,
No,
so,
joking.
No, you can't make money off
Shirts and
podcasts,
stickers
Chris.
and stuff coming, and also more podcasts. We're going to be a bit more frequent.
Yeah. So
looking at-
we've tried to stick to a regular schedule now. So what we'll do is we promise a podcast every fortnight.
we're
going to be better for you.
we heavily
Yes.
imply a
We
fortnightly.
heavily, bar personal tragedy, obviously, and
We'll be aiming for a
things
podcast
different.
every
We will be
fortnight.
aiming for a podcast every fortnight. We're recording this on Tuesday, and we expect it to go out Wednesday, Thursday, and show up in your feeds, however you get it. So-
Something we didn't mention. 100 likes. We hit 100 likes on the
Oh
Facebook.
yeah, we did.
So
too, yeah,
good
we should have
for that.
opened with that.
yeah. We
Thank
would
you to
like.
all our friends who have supported us and liked the page.
We need more iTunes and YouTube subscribers. So if you're a fan of the page, head on over and like that, because that's the easiest way to get all the stuff.
That
we
means
do.
you listening now.
Yeah,
Yes.
you with your hand in your pants. Come on. Go on, like. How does
All
he
right.
know?
Well, thank you very much for listening, everyone, and thank you, Aaron.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
am I
good.
gonna
You
say?
should say
Oh,
that
yeah,
for
okay.
attending.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Thanks
yeah.
for showing up.
Thanks for having
Showing
me.
up is half the battle,
Of
right?
course,
Thanks,
of course.
Cam, for coming.
Thank you, Adam. I like Nintendo.
Good. All right. And any final thoughts for you, Chris?
No, I think we had a good episode.
Yeah.
Did well.
I enjoy seeing you guys every now and then.
Yeah.
I tolerate you guys every 2 weeks.
Chris, I actually like that you raised that topic about Pokemon because I thought,
I thought you were about to say, I'm glad you raised the topic about us tolerating.
No. Well, we all tolerate.
Well, I wanted to talk about Pokemon for a while, and this is my vehicle to speak about it. So.
Definitely.
Well, I think we're going to go play some Smash now. So thanks for listening. Don't forget to head over to www.redcoin.net.au. Head over to the iTunes, subscribe there. YouTube, subscribe there. Facebook, like there.
Comment, share.
Share, comment, and tell your friends and family.
And follow me on Twitch.
Yeah, Chris at Project Chris.
Yeah, Project_Chris.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.